Okay, what we're going to do is try an experiment first, and then we'll see how this goes. Um, all right, my name is Paulette Nemec, and I am the owner of Phenom Counseling Services. I'm going to be doing a series of videos on multiple subjects, and tonight I'm going to start with what is phenom? What is phenom psychological, or excuse me, phenom counseling services, and what does the word mean, where does it come from, and what's it all about? So we're going to start with that. Okay, here we have my board, and as you can see, phenom counseling services comes from the word phenomenology, the study of the subject experience, and it comes from the philosophy of Edmund Husserl. Now, I know I mispronounced that name, but that's the best I can do with it right now. Now, when I was in undergraduate school, I became very much in love with Carl Rogers and humanistic psychology. Some people refer to it as the third force in psychology or humanistic psychology. And when I first learned about it, I was like, that's what I want to do, me, Paulette, okay? And so I decided that I would follow in the footsteps. Now, I've changed since then and adopted something else that I'm going to talk about in another video series. Um, but this is what I got started with. And today, as you can see, in Carl Rogers uses person-centered therapy. Person-centered, okay? And it was produced in the 50s, and he worked it through the 50s, 60s, and 70s. In fact, Carl Rogers worked this kind of therapy until his death in 1987. And it's based on the philosophy that says how one feels right now. See, now, that's what's important, the present moment. And so that's the basis of the kind of therapy that I work. Now, I do something else that I don't want to get into too much right now today, but that's where the whole phenom counseling services comes from. It's all about the philosophy and psychology revolving around phenomenological, the term phenomenological world, or the study of phenomenology. It's a hard word to pronounce, but that's where I get my beginnings from. That's where I come from. And you know, in the very beginning, when Carl Rogers first started this, it was rather radical approach to therapy. Most people were either psychoanalysts who you know, studied the philosophy and theories of Sigmund Freud and some of the other analysts that are not on my mind right now. And either that or B.F. Skinner with behavior therapy, okay? And this was brand new, and everything brand new always tends to get criticized and ridiculed. Well, guess what? Today, now, just about everywhere you go, they use person-centered therapy. It's all about the client and what's important to the client and their phenomenological world. And so well, I haven't worked in a place yet that doesn't use person-centered therapy in one way, shape, or form or of another. Okay, so that gives you a basic idea of what we're talking about here when we talk about the phenomenological world. And when we, excuse me, and when we are where my name for my business comes from, Phenom Counseling Services. Okay? Thank you very much.